there was an event that you attended sometime this year in Lagos State, and it was a Samsung event. So, are you now an official Samsung ambassador?
Samsung signed on as ambassador, signed on as a yabuna. Me, I no sent. Yeah, yes, I had to go to my profile that I go ban this Samsung guma. I gotta go.
It's so good.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, this year, early this year, 2 days before my birthday, I released a wish list. And so you go some kind of phone like that. I want to up my game. One guy, may mind the bomb in his room. And be a but I can never go far with phone. But in this Samsung chat, I'm sending all my flight listing. Never using send earlier.
Wow.
If I can't do what they are, Josh and Nnewi, I eliminate my enemies with gentle touches.
Gentle touches.
More than time, you know.
Obviously, the official event at Echo Hotel, not just anywhere, but Echo Hotel, and you meeting with the likes of Obi Kubana in the event. And so far, you've worked with so many brands, so many big names. You've worked with Davido in the recently in the just concluded Davido's Timeless Store. You've worked with Professor Nnewi, with Samsung, with so many people actually, and you work with Nzetobo Sigwe, the head writer of the Johnsons, and so many people. So what does it feel like working with all these people?
Hey yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I used to call myself an ugly you, but I'm not even an ugly you. I'm a sexy you, you understand?
So Ndebai, welcome back to Urbanized Media. Today I am with a very important person in the media industry of Anambra State, in fact, Nigeria. This young man is a mobile photographer, and I'm not sure I've seen any other mobile photographer in Anambra State that does only mobile photography. This guy does magic using mobile phone. So today we are with Udechukwu David, aka the popular the 12 studios.
12 memory.
So today we have the 12 today, and he's going to tell us his story about his story in mobile photography. First of all, we are glad to have you today. The superstar, the 12. What's that name? What's that name? Ezamonsu. Yes, Ezamonsu. You can imagine Ezamonsu when it comes to mobile photography. You know what that means? So the 12. Could you just tell us, just give us background story about how you started this mobile photography?
Okay, can be easy. Number one, Afambo David Fichagomia. I can little side Fichagomia. Okay. And then number two, I am actually a mobile cinematographer, because photography and cinematography are two different things.
Okay.
Cinematography and videography are two different things. Okay. Man, these days, it must not so that is different between videography and cinematography.
Yeah.
Bumbago Lagos kanji wata na ndia wata de tema nebata east ejilindi ne severi adio mama we na compare
what's one the east pass
no pass him
no, but you're saying the right thing. Yes,
of my this side.
Yes.
Like recently I was discussing it with one of my guys, my boss, because I think that in the Nigeria nature finger.
Yes.
So we are tackling the matter. Same near me no ya Lagos. Well, coming down to how I started. The whole thing, 8 years ago, man, butcher not put that clearly. My go based on Akana.
Yes.
I brought more than but those radio me as no Yahweh engineer. My mom sent your wife. I got him very exposed to phone at a very young age. So around that 8 years ago, Obro would do like we see that time, and at that time can be those man mass no we be the urge to do the thing. When I got the thing of too. Oh, maybe next year, maybe 9 years.
Maybe you go there based on.
Yeah, then you know the thing. The thing or if you can drop all the whole thing by into this jockey. Video with phone. Everything in video all started with phone. So I'm buying to this jockey in G4 this DJ stuff. I can go to laptop, no katakwa. Laptop and phone. When around that time days with laptop, I still did edit with laptops, and then I worked with Nollywood for like about 2 years or 3 years. Nah, I got it too much. Nah, everybody coughed. So by one make the pay where naga woman can use with Samsung phone.
phone.
Oh, na so okay, see where but I will not get the detail. By the time I'm ringing, no picking, no people working on it.
Wow, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. So, but we noticed that you use only Samsung phones. Am I right?
Yeah, my juju. Yeah, it's true. Well, Samsung. Overall, can stand work a broken record. My candy gas na 12. So, so one thing is that I think my first Samsung phone was a Samsung S3. So again, used to be my manager said then he has not started managing me. He was my student, my junior in secondary school when I go na new era. So I use the phone or some more 12. Use that phone now cheaper back to that normal phone you use. Can wrap it off company app was na so I think you have to that normal this use before. I got one more. Yeah, was okay na ga S3 anu. My battery na kwa last. Good extra battery. It's here one year. So use get it in. Bam. You go also A02S. I'll get my sister not to buy get them direct. Saying that I'm going to go to my yenaga. My project in run thanks to my cousin, also real estate. I go band up Obama no, Obona Magore na top 2. I say Obama top 3, top 2. Obona make it na top 2. Man of at least can nago. So the guy, we one project in say for his elder bro pilots. Let's say the thing. See also reason good year. My mother able get ball pilot. Say my yenaga. One pilot go 1 or 2 is 150k drop. When I saw I take by my A51 Samsung also. So from the A51. For like 3 years, but that 3 years I phone shiggy. Yeah, maximum phone you use go na longest time 3 years.
3 years.
3 years can use with the phone. This year can change it yourself. Hey, my yenaga this year. That same also kwa. Onye meet in a birthday ya. Along the line, ajube say na chi onye do na game me do na. But by that time, I found up go mobile. So also now linked a guy Oracle to me. Man, Oracle went to a guy called Nalo. I got the chains where I be on bed doors of meet here Oracle. And I'm only how much order close. So from that same bed they can meet when I posted in water. Water linked me to a guy called Gomez. On Gomez bed they meet to earn up on Nalo were very close friend Oracle. And so I take me to Oracle. Oracle can link me to Access. Access now give me money where I used by my first ever flagship Samsung S21 FE. And so I take the like this year I use going like phone 8 and how you know Samsung. So from that 21 FE you can see about 22 and next year I'm hoping to buy 23. I won't come go 25 but
based on the training you go so far now and you have done so much with Samsung phones, and there was an event that you attended sometime this year in Lagos State and it was the Samsung event. So are you now an official Samsung ambassador?
Well, I will not accept to call myself an ambassador. When you prof recently in an interview organ authority FM, I watched them the interview and they get me. I know that exact word go. You're saying you may be of Monday mother call but we is a trap. Go and build yourself. That may be Yana Kroga called the of Samsung sign no as ambassador, sign no as a me. I no sent. Yeah, madam. Yes, I had to go to my profile that I go band this Samsung guma. I got go.
It's so good.
Yes, because in the my phone as it stands now, this Samsung stuff is actually a dream come true for me because when they watch tackle. As a matter of fact, this year, early this year, 2 days before my birthday, I released a wish list. And so it goes some kind of phone like that. I want to up my game. One guy, may mind the bomb in his room. For like 3 hours waste your time. When I watch a video, so I can never go far with phone.
Wow.
Don't know now that you put in your gas. See, okay, that for wasting 3 hours of my life. When I'm mad with your money, we will go. When I could be that one chance, thank you for wasting this so time of my life. Mana, see about but in this Samsung chat, I'm sending all my flight listing. Never using send the area.
Wow.
If I can't do what they are, Josh and Nnewi, I eliminate my enemies with gentle touches.
Gentle touches.
More than time, you know.
I was there the official event at Echo Hotel, not just anywhere but Echo Hotel, and you meeting with the likes of Obi Kubana in the event, you know.
So
that's more than enough to prove that.
The best offer. I got this time. Now, since in the body, and more, I believe no time because more the even more the many time come am.
That man at
12 maybe fake life, 12 maybe fake life. When you na go flight, you know na no. So if you can go nowhere, for fake life na go flight. So go draw. He will never go far. He will never go far. Today, he's well recognized by Samsung. Samsung, that's a global company. To be recognized by a global company.
And we also learned that event that you attended, one of the biggest events that Samsung may go this year.
Yes.
One of the biggest events may go this year.
Yes.
For people like, okay, they launched, what was the brand phone that they launched?
They launched Samsung Flip 5 and Fold 5. The likes of Obi Kubana was there. Davido's music manager was there. Mr. Macaroni was there. The owner of this film, Jagun, Femi Adeboye, he was there.
So many people actually.
Nah, man, I think not some more, some blue never.
So far, you've worked with so many brands, so many big names. You've worked with Davido in the recently in the just concluded Davido's Timeless Store. You've worked with Professor Nnewi, with Samsung, with so many people actually, and you work with Nzetobo Sigwe, the head writer of the Johnsons, and so many people. So what does it feel like working with all these people?
Well, about of 3 years ago, oh, he said this one, he said that one. When I get that, it's not that I don't value them. Man, a place in place now, a lot of things will move me, but in myself, definitely is a big win for me. When the public eye, I keep it normal because when you really far you, you're powerful, you don't talk. You go see Nepal women, if you water. Yes. Once you are rich, you don't make noise. Didn't really gather me, but on doing thousands and the year they gonna turn a bomb. So now I'm not the very loud. Yes, I work with Samsung, I work for Davido, I work for Professor, and I work for the head writer of the Johnsons. He's a many more people. I would also say that I have worked for Queen Chija, and there is also this project for next year in UK. All those big people, even not call name.
Wow.
So I'm going to UK next year.
So the 12 is now going international. It's now an international brand.
So if I go all those things, I would say it's actually a dream come true for me because again I felt like in the line around me, even my family. Nobody must that single-handedly in gas, definitely with phone, my sister and get on mad with the Max. It you get to be on the channel. On a 3 a.m. or from the table, missing a phone too much. But I enjoy creating my time between more, my now, my dear, and now with earpiece too much, not the mad as I knew. I'm more than working a view doing. So, yeah, we have for a passion. Like today, I don't sleep at night because EM course long. Yeah, for 4 years past. So these days, it will corner me as my part of all. So that night, if I'm a gala roller, I will keep editing. But we are not going to name sports. So, okay, that doesn't mean I'm not too busy for work. All of them come here work. Wow.
So, the 12 brand has done well for himself over these years. So, what's like your future? Like, what are the plans you have for the nearest future, 2024? You've just mentioned about the international contract that you have. Will you just tell us a bit more about what you have for next year and that particular contract?
Well, for more, I won't really say number like in a New Year resolution. This year I will do this. In the anything in data, they have to teach me from a yard useless. So more, I don't have time to pen things down. You mounted all today and then king game daddy. Yes. Messiah Chibia, I have plans for this. If there's any big plans somewhere now, I have only, will I say, just 3 top plans now. Okay, the third one or yesterday can add my plan. Before it was just 2. One is to be recognized by Samsung. Unfortunately, let me go this year. 2 is to raise people. The best investment is given over we raise much. Or you mutana access. My uncle Naza for some little mother paying will go again to water of flag and be the water. No, I won't show you to your face, but watch at him, but I'm here that in me. Hey, damn, but say, God, on the people you built over the years. I can tell that now, it is going to be standing. So, I will say that now, my goals, or even next year, even years to come, achieve good, I will be the happiest man alive, and then years to come, the was on to wardrobe. One is to be recognized by Samsung. Take good, raise people at least, there is going money, but many are still coming. Hopefully, more than enough for us. If you come, I can help you. That's just the thing. Number 3 is to be recognized by Forbes. Davido means, bro.
Oh, billionaires gang. Now.
I don't really think you have to be a billionaire to be a film. David Twitch, he has recognized. David Twitch is not really a billionaire, you know. Obio, why na film bag Amazon now? They know okay.
So do you see yourself going back to or switching to digital camera in the nearest future?
In that when you hear the two of some person say, is that 22 years old boy chinching or that and why? Is that boy no there joker? Cash no more Jesus so if we go near the amnant. Also whenever they hear the two of they see phone. Yeah, that's a picture. I've carved a niche of stupidity for myself. I'm a niche of stupidity because I feel like it's abnormal for someone to do what's your name. And then what's your name 12? And I think you 12. One after get that your age or what? So I think for me, I don't think that will be ever. So near same that guy you bomb na room saying Nambia if I not to link him to TG them. He say na one of my students has linked me to Don Jazzy. He na go okay now was it too. Na actually link him to TG. Everyone never need drama for. So I don't think I can ever in my life. As a matter of fact, the only way I plan for in future now is just to get more phones and not even to switch to because you go my phone. I can't go when Jamie because in the matter if you na go my can go and it's not important your go so bad. Oh, if video that need my phone screen saver. If you press my phone video okay you also got the 12 phone kid shoot and say the don't say that or now see you go take a camera for business aspect of it.
Yes.
Say that will take a proof wrong. More na proof wrong for free. So I don't think that will be ever any day Gabia is in iPhone 12 on a camera. No, that's a future impossible tense. Because even if it happen in the year 2000 and never existed.
And even if you look at the way technology is advancing now, phones are getting more advanced.
Many cinematographers. Okay, let me shock you. There is this guy called Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise shot a movie with iPhone 8. In Mission Impossible, there was a scene that was shot with iPhone 8. My name is Manata. Now, when we filmed their Netflix recently, and even won an award, High Fly Bird or whatever they call. I watched the film. It was shot with iPhone 8 and XR. I'm mad as I see the thing. I'm like, people are making moves. So in Kemaga, this is I have to just keep doing it. Yes, no matter what. Don't win any man somewhere more. We all just time.
It's just time. All time. Yes.
One day no be Colombo. Simba no kwa by Palo. So since then, on Coach Lizzie and Nnewi, mother check when okay for East map. What you put a man at the was. Yes, I keep watching what it was Nicolo by Diogo. So it must know one left from Nicolo indirectly. So Nicolo, keep doing whatever you are doing. When you dig, if they know your words, they will clear the bushes to come and see you. And that's the goal now. I forgot more the whole thing. I am not playing this year. In short, Angala Abuja Lagos, Lagos 2 times, Gabuja Ghana Sarawa, one can joke more photo playing. Wow. Yeah, when they follow, they clear the bush to come and see me. So that's the thing. Keep doing your thing, maintain your originality. But mass legacy, I have never paid any blogger to post. Don't do that. I have never. You can try the email on your Nnewi Wi-Fi entertainment. See a good for you. Or that email. Way for free. See about you now. The come more name be just not talk.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, more name be talk about. So as it be, so even to the end. Now, so I only can enjoy what's in that channel they go or made it in for free. We go your Wi-Fi TV. Now market at the Catan 10,000 views on WhatsApp. Market at the Catan came as high as smoking. So the guy post to I got some contacts even from China, all those stuff. So I don't think that now I am seeing any feature of me changing from who I am to no. Or they change. But there are some things I can never change about me. Number one, get a girlfriend. I would never do that. Even when you want to invite to a relationship, nobody will stress me. I'm not born no money. You cannot stress me. Number two, seeing all the nanny poor back. I was born in Sabbath. Yeah, this is a Sabbath church in my house. I attend it once in a while. We put days in the mother. There is difference between polytheism and monotheism. Which means polytheism now. Only my different God, man, will watch. Yes. I know I'm 90. This is the only supreme God. And I'm put an audio idea. I'm on Sabbath. I'm going for Sabbath. More Number 3. 12 leave phone for anything.
that should be the number one, sir.
You know, should be number one. This is the last one. Come on, about Aga. Choose camera over phone. Just boom,
okay. It's been an interesting session so far. I want to ask. I don't know how the question will sound, but what was the biggest project you have worked on? Is there any project that you can point at now and say that this is the biggest project I've worked on?
I declare no, you're going to go and say so I can get the video. It's not easy. Before I used to be that some project, but now I can get the video. But no way getting there. Up where you are reunite when I see you know my project in Chocolate. Ezekiel was my form teacher in secondary school. I was in government and civil. When I am before now, so much now matter get time when I matter cable. I am on Bumbo, by money on
just reconnected.
I'm always getting cable, by name is even there. Okay, what that? Now we program correct one now. The madness is Ezekiel waiting him not in the Yabas. I will go more than a month before just basically. And they put them like a project in China. I can another advice from him. More than no one at all can shoot with more than I can advice. So if you can think
it's mutual.
Yes. That's the another advice when I'm born for shooting. Nobody said the shoot. Not one year now.
Yes.
Project in Kusi medallion 2 years 4 years. Crazy color can I evaluate you. Because of what you join to their daddy. Access here, as I would. Makana guess in to Latin and Genkaya, that's our view already. Only came out on YouTube that over the video, so I think the next biggest project in gas now my future biggest project in Sharon. So I'm still kind of trying to raise money for it. The project costs about 2.4 million, but hopefully making a little money, so budget net about 1.8 million. So once I get enough money for it, I'm buying to the project. Presently now, that's this year I get into Samsung and Davido project. When I ask one guy get the video and watch the but the update you know this. Now I'm making the video equal $50 pound. So now I will post I watch my money in me, but I should keep it up. No, VIP even now 3 million tempo. ATM about access. India never use their camera, so more at the phone, and they use their camera about more common anticipate video. Even during this one came late. So that I thank God for his engagement and the access Apollo
made it possible.
That one there made it possible, and then the founder of GBV, the Gender-Based Violence Foundation. We are trying to end it, so it's a foundation. So India have made it possible for
Okay, so any last word for the people out there before we call it a wrap for today?
Last word is not too much. Number one, Makanda say if you must come to equity, you must come with clean hands and listen even about the going forward and you have only good evidence, don't worry to of your hands. Stop calling me any nonsense. Number two is that it's in a chamber about one of those days in my children this. I actually wasn't in any case before. In these days, Namua, that's now Madam Mono, the poor name is don't the mother's no name is the Mamma, in a gym, Babu get one to moving car, no Kai Muriwana, no way to offend again or to a second for saying Kai no, I wish Gara. Oh, we Kai Murico, money who go not now. Who knows your mamma? Yes. Okay, go loud. It's by constitutional right. I'm get talk. I maybe get technology. I was you
must not look.
Yes, it's not a call for drunkenness, dirtiness, and the irresponsibility. Equally, no. And number two, now they want to learn mobile cinematography. We not give it time. What must have you not try blow, blasting all those things. Church make it miraculously possible that everything you can do very easily. In your mind, but in reality, you can't take you like 6 months or 1 year to learn. You try what you understand. It was okay. There is some 12 link me up. Ah, we mad no. In that agenda, there are some 12. We no go. We gonna go one of the again. We so person na team is number one. People can not preaching, not they preaching, not they like but they like it. Then not say what they gonna say, guy, you are blown again, me letter for me to get what yes. We're only in Jack Madam one time with my slippers. Why slippers in a day? You can't even become a manager. So for sinner, if the slippers matter, some of our most popular young boys and celebrities have been there.
But that's true.
Come on, that's true. See, bro, not too loud. I made it go kidnap me. Yeah, last born, mother. What we young with? So, I didn't get there by faking it. I believe none of that's fake it till you make it. Yeah, but see, alligators okay, marker. Just keep it real. Mali, they keep it legit. And then, I'm asking Ghana school was understand that the way Nigeria functions now. I won't really say certificate is that important, but certificate based on what you certificate you get. Or where release you use them, but say that certificate is not enough. You need the skills. So I don't really this jam, but I got any my again. Once can name me, I don't do things twice. You're getting yellow beach and that's just me. So Trophy gauge daka as a guy in a good or a song gap in a man check guard. Tell you idea, so don't gap in a man so good, so on a map, I pass into a frame of Dibia. I'm going to come last 2 years. Send number Dibia, the guy which I'm my mommy, you're very young, was in number. So he gauge daka, and we are about what our family. We place men now, but even my name opens some doors. A full of pride. We place men gap at the end of 112 now, but they will open the door for me. Oh, and Diego, but it's and the fact that I build a reputation for myself. It's going to my way crazy nature. I'm happy to do for myself. So that's just the thing. I go back about the way you go straight, which you make or dodge. That's just the only other way. 12 will see him alone making it. And thanks to
the bye, Dalun. The 12, thank you so much for honoring our invitation today. Bye. Till we see you next time.